Hey guys, Jonah here, back with another beer review. And yeah, I dug out the final Vocation beer that I have at the moment. Although I think there's some on the way. Come on, dude, focus. It's a Vocation special edition. This is called Hot Chocolate, and it's a chili, or a chocolate and chili stout, I should say. 4.8% on the ABV. It's a tiny little can. It's a 330 can. And this one says opposites attract, with this deluxe blend of chocolate and fresh chilies, a rich and silky stout assured to seduce your senses, and intense flavors guaranteed to leave you wanting more. Rich, smooth, and spicy. The only thing with this one, I don't know if you can see. Can you see the top of that is a tiny bit domed, and it's not passed the squidgy test. So I think I'm going to get the Unclejona patented bandana ready. I think this might go everywhere. Let's see. Wow. Okay, so that was quite a violent amount of gas coming out, but it didn't explode everywhere, which is a good sign. Whoa. Now, I don't know if you know, but chocolate is actually related somewhat to chili. They are both South American in origin. Oh dear. So this beer is not that old at all. Oh God, look. This beer is only, I think, just over a month old. Just really? Anyway, so I am going to put you on pause for a second, and then we're going to come back with this beer review. So, as if by magic, and there we go. So, there is the bad boy. Thought I'd do one of these floating things. Maybe that could be the camera thing. No, when you've got a head that big, I mean, ridiculous. So, obviously we're down to a finger's head now, but this was like a fist. This took 3 or 4 pours to get right. And it is pretty black. This is a stout. It's chocolate and chili stout. But it's just off. You can see at the bottom there, it is just off black. You never get a full-on black one. This is as dark red brown as you can possibly get. And the head is not perfectly white too. It's a nice cream kind of colour, I'd call that. But as usual with a stout, you're probably not going to see anything through there. Now, interestingly, it smells quite mellow, actually. Not getting the kind of chili taste. I'm not getting the coffee kind of aroma going on there. Yeah, everything is pretty mellow so far. Oh, and by the way, the reason why that kind of exploded is because apparently they use real chilies in there, and chilies, as we know, are a fruit, or you could possibly say some sort of legume. They're not a vegetable. They're definitely a fruit. And fruits also have sugar in, believe it or not. So if you put some fruit into a beer that's already finished its fermentation, that fruit can start the fermentation again. And if you are packaging a beer and you've got unfermented sugars in, i.e. from the fruit, it can cause overcarbonation problems, and it could cause, if I'd left that can for another month or so, it would have exploded. And Unclejona would not be happy Which way up is that? It's that way up. So have a look at that. I don't know if you can see that. August 2023. I'm sorry, Vocation, you know I love you, but that would not have lasted another 9 months. And if it had blown up, I would be really annoyed. So, guys, brewers, commercial brewers, please listen. Do not do something like that with your packaging. Please do some test runs, test batches. Fruit in beers can cause a lot of problems. Unclejona says so. If a beer explodes, tell them Unclejona told me that it was because you put fruit in it, you bad boys. Cheers and beers. Where's the chili gone? Okay, so we've got some nice, quite muted stout flavors. It's quite dry. It has got a punchiness, but it's not full on coffee. It's more, I kind of get what they're saying with the chocolate flavor, but it's very, very muted. And I don't know what chilies they used in there, but not really packing a punch for me. And believe it or not, chocolate and chili have been around for years and years and years. I remember going to where I used to live, which was reasonably near Hampton Court, where Henry VIII used to live. And yeah, there was an exhibit there that said, now I'm not sure if it was Henry, I think it was his daughter, Elizabeth I, that is. She had some chocolate and chili mixed together. I think it was Elizabeth, brought over from South America. So it was a thing even those days. They used to mix chocolate and chili together. So yeah, sorry, Vocation. It's not a new thing. So if anything, I'm getting sweetness. I mean, it does say hot chocolate. It kind of tastes a bit more like that, like as in hot chocolate, the drink, with milk, as opposed to hot, as in chili hot. So I'm not getting any spice at all. There is a little bit of, right at the end, there's a little bit of kind of grittiness, but it kind of tastes like soil, like earth, peat, that kind of gritty kind of taste. But yeah, chili should give some spice, but let's think pragmatically here. Chili also gives a bit of fruitiness, and I quite like my chili. I don't like ridiculous chili. I don't mean that. I like chili as a kind of addition to food, and I've used chili in brewing before. Um, but yeah, this is, I don't know. I mean, it's not a really bad stout, but I was hoping it would have some kick to it. But no, not at all. A hot chocolate and chili stout, 4.8%. Yeah, I'm not getting anything on my lips. If anything, I'm getting sweetness, bitterness of dark chocolate. So, as additions go, right, let's see if it says on the can, if it will focus. There we go. So we have malted barley, wheat, oats, It does not have either chili or chocolate added. But I was looking at the allergens list. I don't think Vocation do an ingredients list as such. Yeah, we're getting near the bottom though. So this is where, if anything was, because that head was around for a long time, so maybe particulates, the capsicum, which is what makes chili hot, maybe that has fallen to the bottom. Maybe we'll get a spiciness at the end. See what we get. No. Not a bad light chocolate stout, I'll call that. 4.8, it's pretty light, but then Guinness is 4.2. I am getting some nice chocolatey flavours now, but that chili is just not there. The only reason why I actually think that they might have put some chilies in, raw chilies, is because it was so carbonated and it's had some sort of fruit in it. But yeah, you can't taste it. Well, I can't taste it. Maybe my taste buds have gone for a Burton. Anyway, that has been the end of the current crop of Vocation beers. Pardon me, it is quite carbonated. That was a special edition beer as well. There are some more Vocation beers on the way, and I will probably do an unboxing video, hopefully, fingers crossed, by the end of the week, because it was, yeah, it was free delivery because I spent over 40 quid. And I'm thinking about it, I only got like 8 beers, so that's like 5 quid a beer or something. But they are quite strong ones, and I am getting things like a glass and some extras and bits and bobs. So it will be a fun video. The only way you'll be able to see that is if you click down below, subscribe. And if you're going to subscribe, why not click like and add a comment too? So I always like reading the comments from you guys. Yeah, this has been Uncle Jonah. Slightly disappointed, but I got to drink another lovely stout from Vocation, even though it wasn't exactly what it said on the tin. See you later, guys. Shum on.